Hey guys, George of course. So I made a video earlier about, the beef between Hollywood Undead and Deuce. What I didn't do yet, which I really need to do, is I need to review Invincible by Deuce. It's been long awaited, and I think it's time. So, firstly, the first single was Here I Come by Deuce. Deuce had kind of hinted that this was going to be it by, subliminal things with HIC everywhere, things like that. And when that single first dropped, my first views on the single were I didn't really like the verses. A lot of the verses I didn't feel at first, but that hook, man, I like that hook. I like that hook a lot. I think it's really cool. I think his voice is incredible. I'll always love Deuce's voice. I think the beat was dope. That song was amazing. So that's the first track. Second track was Bitch, This Is It. It's the title. I didn't like Bitch, This Is It. I felt like that song was corny. I'm being fair. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. That one, I did kind of start to like the verses, though. And I didn't like the chorus. When he says, bitch, this is it. I'm killing it. And I felt like the chorus was corny, which is rare from a Deuce song. I think the chorus was really bad. I liked some of the verses. I liked the outro. The outro was good. And then Gone Tomorrow, Here Today. I like that song. I didn't like his... I don't know if it's him or if it's... I know you guys are talking about on Deuce, the street whatever thing, the Deuce family Facebook page. I forget what it's called. Awkward. But I know you guys are talking about James, maybe one of his friends or something, jumping on a track, and him having guest vocals in that song. Or no, maybe that was World on Fire. I don't know. One of the growls. I didn't like his growls. Whoever does the growls in that song, that much. One of my favorite songs off that record, though, is definitely Talking About You, which it took me a while to get used to. It took me a couple days to say, I like this. And I like the, I don't really like the chorus when he says, I'm talking about you. I don't like that, the way he yells that. I think that could have been a lot better if he kind of sung it, instead of like that Deuce voice. I love Deuce's voice, but there's certain voices. Deuce has like 4 voices. There's no denying that. He's a very talented man. I don't like that growly voice that much anymore. But I like the pre-chorus. I forgot what he says. But right after Gadget's done with his verse, he says this thing. And then Gadget says, I'm marching on till then. To heaven, whether heaven or hell, I'll march on till then, or something like that. And then the chorus comes. So it's like that bridge. I like that, and because I like that so much, and the verses, I dig that song. I think that's the best song on the record. And Best of Me. Best of Me is probably all around my favorite my favorite song on the record. I love his voice. I think his voice is demonstrated perfectly. Thank You. Now, Thank You was on the original leaked Invincible that he put out a couple years ago on YouTube and stuff. I love Thank You. I relate to Thank You. I have a close friend that I think of when I hear that song that kind of took me under his wing and taught me how to be who I am today. So I hear that and I instantly think of that person. As far as it being remastered, I see a lot of people are having this dilemma as well. What's remastered on it? People say guitar, people say his voice is done differently. I don't see any difference. And I didn't see any difference with a lot of the remastered songs on 9 Lives. And everybody said they were remastered. I didn't see any remastering. Still a great song. I love it. It's definitely top 5 on the record. But to say it's remastered, I don't like that. I don't see it being remastered at all. So yeah, I mean, a couple of that. Catch Me If You Can's a classic. I think I like Deuce's party songs. I like when he doesn't get too party. Like I feel like Let's Get It Crackin' was too party. where it's like you're talking super, super explicit. And I feel like that level of explicitity is like so not marketable. So I like Catch Me If You Can. You know, you could be the doctor or you could be the patient. I'm going to be the nurse. Switch it all around. We can both take turns. I love that. I think that's like a sexy song. I think it's a sexy song. Gadget's one of my good friends. I think anything he's on is going to be amazing. So that's definitely one of my favorite songs on the record. All around, I would have to say that the record, I'd give it a solid 4. You know, I would have, and the last one, here's the thing, I'm going to review the other one in this video too. The last video, on a scale of 1 to 5, is a 10. Literally, that last record was fucking unbelievable. I didn't even, like, when I first heard that record, I got that same feeling that I got from Swan Songs, which I've longed for that feeling. I couldn't find that feeling anywhere. I found it a little bit in Falling Into Verses, Fashionably Late, but not much. The feeling I got from Swan Songs is the same feeling I got from Invincible, the original one. So I guess the B-sides version. That album, that record, was unbelievable. I got people that hated Deuce to listen to that record. Everybody loved it. I didn't see anybody talking shit about it. Nobody. That album was unbelievable. And I guess now the label's kind of taking control again, which sucks. But I mean, I never understood the label thing, because if Deuce could make all the music himself, which I believe he can, he's a very talented man, and I believe he does for the most part. Like Invincible, the original, I think he made that like in his house. You know, I don't think that the label had much to do with that. But, you know, if it's so easy to do, why not just make it in your house the way you did with that record, which was amazing, and set up like a Facebook pay, and everybody that pays you for it, you send them. Probably won't make as much, but, I mean, he's got a strong team. The fan base for Deuce is crazy big. I mean, we're all super fans, literally. I mean, I know Jessica, I think she was listed on the back of the 9 Lives album, if I'm not mistaken. I think I was bummed because I wasn't, but that's okay. You guys, you and I think Bryce Cox you guys both were on the back of the record, if I'm not mistaken, which is awesome. So he's super good about his fans, and his fans are crazy about him, which is awesome, super supportive. So, in comparison to 9 Lives, I think both, I would have to say, are equal in different ways. 9 Lives has more of that rap party, kind of Hollywood Undead feel, in a sense. Invincible is like, I'm kind of grown up. I'm not going to sing about only partying constantly and let's get it cracking and, you know, bitches and, you know, all that shit. I feel like Deuce has matured a lot. I think his breakup with HU has caused a lot of that, as it would anybody. I'm not, you know. So I like both records for different reasons. I feel like me as a person, I've matured a lot. So I listen to a lot of the maturer albums more. So I don't really listen to Swan Songs anymore. I can't. I love it. It's a classic now, but I just don't relate to it as much. Invincible I listen to and I relate to a lot of. Best of Me, man, that record is killer. One thing I'm always confused about with Deuce is he always says he's not in a band. But he admitted in an interview, and I love Deuce, I'm always going to support Deuce. He talked about an interview that, and he even said, my band. You know, my band, I got this guitarist. Why not make a name for this band? I feel like it's kind of selfish to have everybody, even the James dude, nobody knew who it was. You should put featuring James, whatever his name is. You know? And it's no disrespect to Deuce to say that. I just think it's kind of fucked up to not give credit where it's due. you got a band playing different instruments. You got a band featuring in your songs. You got a band doing all these different things in the record. And I feel like you don't put them, you don't give them credit. There's no featuring this person. There's no, and there's no name of the band. It's just Deuce. But Deuce isn't doing all of the work. Deuce is just getting all the name, all the glory for everybody in the band's group work. So I would change that if I were Deuce. I feel like there's nothing wrong, man, with saying you're in a band. I think maybe he's got some trust issues because of the way his band fucked him over the last band he was in. But it's no excuse to do that to your new friends and new bandmates. So yeah, I'd give it a solid 4 or 5. To be honest, some things I'd change, but I got a good vibe from it all around. So yeah, make sure you guys hit that fucking subscribe button. God so help me if you don't hit that subscribe button, I'm gonna lose my shit. But subscribe, share, like, and comment what you think. If you disagree with something I said, let me know. If you don't, I don't know how you feel. So you gotta comment. Comment, share, subscribe. CSS. Alright, man. See you guys next time. Thanks for watching.